Hey, Joey Starr here for Star Quality Kitchen. Today I am at Frank Pepe Pizzeria Napoletana on Federal Road in Danbury, Connecticut. The Frank Pepe restaurants, which are now up to 17, spanning 7 states on the East Coast, were started by Frank Pepe 100 years ago. Just let that sink in. 100 years of what's said to be high quality, authentic beats. Yeah, Frank actually opened one of the very first pizzerias in the country. And if you're native to Connecticut, especially around the New Haven area where it all started, you're bound to refer to it as a Beats, as it was originally called. Still run by Frank Pepe's family, they have a stark reputation for using high quality ingredients, a custom coal fire brick oven, and some great specialty beats that you hear about everywhere. But enough of this history lesson, let's go in and taste it for ourselves. All right, everything's moving so fast. I don't know what the hell's going on. Just kidding. I know everything that's going on. What's going on is I came into this lovely restaurant and immediately greeted, friendly service right off the cuff. My server is very friendly, great suggestions, gave me all these informative little tips so that I ordered pretty much what I was looking to accomplish. And I feel very satisfied about that already. Pizza came out here really fast, but it's also really warm. I mean, there's heat radiating at me from both of these. So first off, this is not the kind of place where you go and you get it by the slice. They sell whole pies. However, their personal size pies, which is about 12 inches, it's one of these, and it comes with 8 slices, but they're really thin. Give you an idea. See, beautiful, thin crust. So don't be too intimidated by the fact that you have to get a whole one of these, because there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be able to finish all this. And if you're me, you might even finish 2. So the other thing to bear in mind too is that even though they sell whole pies, that they will accommodate getting half one way, half the other. One thing that Ben informed me of, which is very helpful, is that if you're going to go half and half on a pie, try not to mix the white pizza with a red pizza. And the reason why is because it throws off the way that it cooks when you put them in the same pie together. Very helpful, very good to know. I love how knowledgeable he is and confident he is in the information that he gave. And I'm freaking drooling right now at the aroma coming off these pizzas. First thing that I ordered was, I got the original tomato pie because that is how Frank started 100 years ago. So I figure I owe it to Frank Pepe's memory to try out how he got his start, because obviously he's made quite a name for himself and his family. On that particular pie, I decided to get half and half. So I got half the original, and the other half that does have, it's the same thing, but with the mozzarella. And then the other one I got, because it's one of the things they're famous for, is the white clam pizza. And it looks so good. And as a matter of fact, the white clam pizza is what originally put this place on my radar, because white clam pizza to begin with was on my food bucket list, and also this restaurant in general is on my food bucket list. And this is my first time here. It's my first time having white clam pizza, so you're actually witnessing me scratching 2 items off my food bucket list, and I could not be happier about that. So I'm going to start traditional, the original tomato pie. Look at the beautiful red on this crust. The aroma, you can smell tomato, you can smell the olive oil, you can smell some of the char that's on this crust. And speaking of which, look at the bottom there. Look how pretty that char is on this slice. And look how thin the crust is on that slice. When I touch it, I get a little bit of that like grainy, powdery stuff. That's always a good sign, especially in a pizzeria that uses a coal fire brick oven. That powder's some flour that they put down in order to bake that into the oven and be able to just kind of work their magic on putting it in and bringing it out. So it's good authenticity there. I'm going to give the crust a little bit of a fold. All right, got a little bit of a snap, almost cracker-like, but other than that, it's a little bit of crunch. There's a little noise in here, so I don't know if you're really going to hear it. But I want to go ahead and take that first bite. Nice, subtle tanginess to this sauce. It's not like your typical pizza sauce that you get at the pizzeria right down the road for you. This is a true, tasty, homemade marinara that's on here. Not overly tangy, not really acidic, packed full of flavor, not salty at all. And bite into this again. My body's saying more, Joey, more. Go ahead, take another bite. Beautiful chew on there. The edge of it's crispy like a cracker. The inside chewy, tender. It's got a nice pull, like when I bite into it. Got a little bit of a pull on the dough. It's good. It's good to get a little bit of that resistance. Very tasty. I tell you, the recipe on this marinara is so good that I'm not even thinking about adding any garlic or salt or anything to it because it's so good as is. And true sign of a good pizza is I actually want to eat the crust. Nice crispy like a cracker. I know I said that a few times now, right? But it's so good. Little to no bitterness, even in the charred areas, which says a lot too. You can definitely taste the difference that a coal fire makes on a pizza like this. Let's go ahead and try tomato pie with the mozzarella on there. I got this cute little slice going. Pretty much same deal, right? Cherry crust, bit of a creamy aroma from the mozzarella. It smells like you're having a pretty good quality mozzarella. Go ahead and just go into that bite here. I'm so glad that I tried to slice the tomato pie in its original form, but I'm also really glad that I got the mozzarella the other half because this is tremendous. You have all the best qualities of that same sauce that's on the plain tomato pie. But you're adding this creaminess with the mozzarella. Really, definitely quality cheese. Not a lot of pull on the cheese, but a lot of flavor. And again, similar to this marinara that's on here, it's not overly seasoned, it's not overly salty. It's very simple, but tasty. You can give me a plate of that crust, and it'll make an amazing snack. Oh yeah, based on what I've had so far, especially considering that when Frank made this, when he first opened this restaurant, that most people in this country didn't know what a pizzeria was because there was only a couple in existence at the time that he opened up. Most people never even heard of a pizzeria, much less had been to one. So they go and they tried this. Their minds must have been blown. They must have been like, oh my God, where have you been my whole life? Because I'm thinking that right now, and I know what pizza is, right? I can understand why this set the standard for what's arguably the most popular food in the entire world. You get pizza everywhere. Good pizza, bad pizza, doesn't matter. It's everywhere. And Frank is one of the pioneers of making that so. We'll go ahead and get into one of these white clam slices. Let's take a look at this thing. This thing is a thing of beauty here. Same crackery crust. Let's see if I get a bit of crunch on here. I don't know if that picked up or not. It's a little noisy in here, but hopefully it did. It's a really good crunch. It's like breaking into a saltine cracker. When you take a look at this, first of all, let's go into the aroma here. Nice quality white clams. I feel like they probably shucked these clams here because it smells so fresh. It smells so real. It's not that canned stuff that some places have the audacity to serve. This is the real deal. It smells good. I can smell the garlic. I can smell the herbs on there. It reminds me a lot of my best friend's grandma who used to make the most amazing linguine and clam sauce. May she rest in peace. The aroma on this is so reminiscent of the way she would make her linguine with white clam sauce that it's giving me a sort of pleasurable flashback. And it's making me drool because it smells so good. You can also see on here, if you want to see again, besides these nice big chunks of clam, you can see the nice sizable slices of garlic that's right on there. Really the best thing to do at this point so that I don't go insane is to go ahead and take a bite. Let's do it. Whoa. My goodness. Wow. That is why this pizza at this place, both were on my bucket list. That bite I just took was like a flavor explosion. Picture the best white clam sauce you ever had with your pasta. Take that and put it on this beautiful, thin, coal fire, brick oven baked crust. This is legendary. Once again, crispy edge crust, tender, pullable, chewable. Clams themselves, chewy, really not briny at all. Packed full of essence, as some would say, aka the garlic. Not overpowering on the garlic, probably not going to ward off any vampires, but they might take a step or two back to make sure. However, just to right it now to enunciate the natural flavor and bit of sweetness from the clams. It's torturous to speak full sentences in between bites like this. So good. The thing about thin pizza like this is you kind of have to jump on eating it because since it's thinner, surface areas in the stick, it cools off a little faster than, say, a thicker pizza. But even though this is much cooler now, it's still fire eating this thing. So tasty. You have a Frankie Pepe's near you, and you're not quite sure, do I want really good pizza, or do I want some really good seafood? You don't have to choose. You can get both in the same slice. I mean, what more can you ask for? Yeah. Not only does this meal satisfy two important slots on my food bucket list, but it also brings a small ounce of disappointment in that I've waited so long to come here and try this. But despite that disappointment, 100% worth the wait. So that's my review. Frank Pepe's Pizzeria Napoletana, Danbury, Connecticut. My understanding from everything that I've read and people I've spoken to is that this quality is consistent among all the restaurants. My thought is, if it's near you, go try it. It's worth it. Today I tried the original tomato pie, made the traditional way, and also tomato pie, mozzarella added. And I tried the white clam pizza that I've heard so much about for years. And all three of these are big hits. Really hard to pick a favorite. I had to pick one. It's going to be the white clam pizza, not only because I was really looking forward to it, but it gives you the most shock value for what you're ordering. Your first time trying that, no matter what you think, no matter what I can tell you, when you go to take your first bite of your white clam pizza, unless you don't like white clams, you're going to be like pleasantly surprised at how good it is. That first bite's going to be like, whoa. And you can quote me on that. I don't care. You either try that and feel that way or you're wrong. So how about you? Have you been to Frank Pepe's? Any of the locations? All of the locations? Number of the locations? Have you tried any of these specialty pizzas or the other ones that are on their menu, especially the limited time ones? Which ones are your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know if there's another specialty pizza that you think I absolutely have to come back here for, or another pizza place that might be somewhere along the lines of a variety of specialty pizzas that I need to try out. You let me know what you want to see, because this is also your channel. Thanks so much for watching Star Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. That's two great items taken off my bucket list. What's next? Small test for angles. Try the old straw. Put that into the glass. Pour a little birch beer. White birch, baby. White birch. Love the white birch. L'chaim. Let's try it out.